Right off the bat, we're going to be talking about spoilers for the first 3 episodes of Daredevil Born Again, so if you are not caught up, this is your warning. Like this video and come back later.
No one's doing anything about it, and no one's ever gonna do anything about it. Because he was just Hector from the Heights, and they're the cops.
We've lost Hector Ayala, aka the first White Tiger, but like I said, it is the first incarnation of the White Tiger. Because the mantle of the White Tiger as a New York vigilante does not end with Hector Ayala, and actually we've seen who takes up the role in the show already, and that is Angela Del Toro, who is our sweet girl who had the very heartbreaking moment with Matt Murdock in the last episode.
It's not fair.
I know. It's okay.
She is the next one to don the magical amulets. Angela Del Toro grows up as a part of a large extended family, which includes her Uncle Luke and Uncle Danny, or the Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and grows up to serve the NYPD for 4 years before becoming an FBI special agent. Which, the way they're taking her in the show so far, is a little bit surprising, I'm sure. Because while we might not see it immediately, I do wonder if she continues to be a character in the Marvel Universe, if we will see her becoming a police officer later in life. This being because she would want to change the force that ended up causing what happened to her uncle. But maybe she'll also go down the path of the Punisher in some way. Either way, it'll be really interesting because we've seen that she's already made up her mind about the New York City justice system. When the White Tiger finally returns, he is wrongfully accused of murder and convicted despite the efforts of his lawyer, Matt Murdock. Trying to escape, a despairing Hector is shot dead shortly before new evidence belatedly proves his innocence. Around the time of Hector's death, the FBI targets Matt Murdock, determined to prove that Murdock was Daredevil and to prosecute him for the vigilante activities. Angela volunteers to serve with the FBI's Daredevil task force, partially because she hopes studying Murdock would help her understand what motivated her uncle's lifestyle. And her curiosity becomes more urgent when the amulets are handed down to her, and an overwhelmed Angela asks Matt to help decide what to do with them. When she offers to quit the FBI in exchange for Matt's guidance, he sees her sincerity and engages the amulet-powered Angela in some rooftop sparring as the Daredevil, which then leads her to a convenience store robbery in progress that she wins single-handedly. Touched when the shopkeeper is actually genuinely grateful for what she had done, Angela decides to be the White Tiger. What could be coming up in Born Again is the Hand's involvement in a multitude of plots. If you haven't seen our video on Foggy Nelson faking his own death, I highly recommend it because the Hand is involved in that as well. But Angela also runs in with the Hand, because at one point the Hand wants Matt Murdock as their new leader, and the way that they try to make him agree is by targeting a bunch of his friends. Hand operative Lady Bullseye ambushes Angela in her own home and stabs her through the chest, killing her, but only to be resurrected as a Hand vessel. From this point onward, Angela aided Lady Bullseye in her crusade to break Matthew Murdock, but she was cured by the Black Tarantula, and when Matt became the leader of the Hand, she was one of his top lieutenants. During the Shadowland arc, which is Matt's entire leadership in the Hand, both her and Matt are possessed by the Beast, a demonic entity that was placed within the Hand by the Snake Root clan, and makes them both extremely violent. Matt even kills Bullseye, and Angela ordered a kill on Foggy Nelson and Dakota North for trying to contact Matt during this time. While Matt is able to be freed from the Beast during this time, Angela isn't and falls into darkness. Angela was eventually imprisoned, and she's transferred at some point to the Cellar, which is New York's newest super penitentiary, which is formerly Rikers. Angela was still completely loyal to the Hand, but they allow her to continue to work with the Maker, who she has a little bit of time working with, believing the Maker's plans could benefit the Hand. And the Maker actually gave Angela a set of amulets from his dimension so she could be the White Tiger again. After Angela's aunt destroyed the amulets of power, which freed Angela from the Hand and from being the White Tiger, they both decide to retire from being the White Tiger entirely. So this is a super brief rundown of all the things I could think could be important in Daredevil Born Again this season and next season. So I hope it answered all of your questions about Angela Del Toro. If you like this, be sure to like and comment and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when we post more videos. If you like this, be sure to let me know what you're most excited about in Daredevil Born Again going forward. And I will see you guys next time. Stay geeky. Bye!